I am learning about people, and using emotional intelligence, I am learning that a lot of people, they have the ideas, they have the vision, and they can start it, but they don't know how to maintain it and finish it. We have a lot of starters, right? If you see so much YouTube videos out here, so many people created their business, so many people started their career, and guess what? It's all starting, but they don't know how to maintain it, being consistent, and finish it. We got a problem. You can't be crying about having a lot on your plate when your goal was to eat. Let's talk about it. Here's the thing that you have to embrace, the challenge that you asked for. A lot of times, you may want to start a business, or you may want to start the career, or you may want to start that new job. But at the end of the day, you have got a grip of it, and then it's starting to become too much, and now you no longer want to deal with it. Life does not work that way. You have to embrace it, although sometimes it may feel that it's overbearing you, or you feel like it's too much. You have to take the initiative, having control over it, structuring it, and just work with it little by little so that you can have a balance, so to speak. So be careful. Sometimes we want it, sometimes we pray for it, but you can't handle it. I'm going to give you a prime example. It's like wanting to have a house, right? But you know that you can't handle it. We have to be careful for what we ask for. Okay, so again, you can't cry about having a lot on your plate when your goal was to eat. Instead of complaining, try to manage and balance the priority, because this will help you through the process of it. All you have to do is to develop a strategy that works best for you. So this means time management, right? This means really setting up a goal and be realistic about your goal. Because sometimes we overwhelm ourselves with the things that we wanted to do, right? We saw the vision, we saw the idea, but now that you put it into place, you don't know what to do with it, or you get overwhelmed and then you stop. It's like creating a YouTube channel, right? And your goal is to make $1,000 a month or $5,000 a month. You started your video, you started to create it, right? 30 days, you were all inconsistent. And then the second month, what happened? You stopped recording, you stopped posting. So then you worked in vain, because although you had the vision, the problem was you couldn't maintain it and you didn't have the consistency. So we just have to be careful about the things that we do. If you ask for it and you decide to execute it, you have to learn how to maintain it. And that's bottom line. So this comes with time management, prioritizing, and just be accountable of what you said you was going to do. What was your why in the first place, why you decided to do it? If we don't have time to waste, right? You don't want to waste your time putting in the work, the investment, and before you know, nothing happened because you decide to stop and not being consistent with your goal, or your why rather. Always remember, when things get rough, when things get hard, when the challenges come, always think about your why. Why did you start it in the first place? Why did you want it to happen? And then all you have to do is to work towards your goal. We oftentimes have this bad habit, inconsistent. A lot of us struggle with that. I too used to struggle with that. But now I can see that my consistency is flowing right. I'm able to get up each day and record and set my intention. In fact, not just popping up a topic and to talk about, but to be proactive rather, right? Think about what I'm going to be talking about the next day, or what I'm going to be talking about the next week, just to keep the flow and consistency. So listen, if you ask for it and you got it, don't just throw it away. Work on it. Pace yourself so then you don't get frustrated in the process, because we oftentimes channel that into our behavior. And then when someone is far-fetched, surpasses you, then you're saying to yourself, you know what? This is what I wanted to do and I should have been consistent. It's always a should have. But what you are to know is that because you stopped, because your mindset was wrong, that is what throw you off guard. So for anything that you're doing, you want to train your mind to be consistent. I'm going to give you a prime example. Yesterday, I was not feeling like creating a video. I was not feeling good. I was tired. I was irritated, and a lot was going on. But I said to myself, no, Camille, you have to show up. Even though you don't feel at your best, you just got to show up. So I showed up even though I didn't feel right. And you know what? I'm glad I showed up anyway, because then I can look back and I said, you know what, girl? You're doing it. So I want to encourage you. If you ask for it and you decided to produce it, don't stop. Continue to thrive. Continue to try. It won't be good every day. Life isn't perfect every day, but you have to keep going. And so again, you can't cry for having a lot on your plate when your goal was to eat. Just be careful with that. This video is to encourage you that no matter what you're doing, just get up every day and push towards your full potential. And here's what I am learning about people. And using emotional intelligence, I am learning that a lot of people, they have the ideas, they have the vision, and they can start it, but they don't know how to maintain it and finish it. We have a lot of starters, right? If you see so much YouTube videos out here, so many people created their business, so many people started their career, and guess what? It's all starting, but they don't know how to maintain it, being consistent and finish it. We got a problem. Now, I don't have a problem anymore because I'm being consistent. I have realized the problem I once had and I fixed it. And it's not perfect because there's some days that I will mess up. But for the most part, I can say, girl, you've been consistent. Girl, you've been showing up. Girl, you are thriving. And so for you, think about it. You can't cry for having a lot on your plate when your goal in the first place was to eat. So just be careful for what you ask for. It's like wanting to have this house, but you know that you couldn't maintain it. We just have to be careful. So again, be realistic about your goals. Know what you want. Set your intention. I want to encourage you.